Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4, the member are me, Najwa Kamilia, and Lailatul Sadia. In this video, we would like to explain section 4 that are listening to problem, making a complaint, and making an apology. Section 4, what's wrong? Listening to problem. Listening to problem. The expression in giving advice or suggestion like why don't you need to, you should, if I were you, I would, you could, and then how about, blah blah blah. And the expression in receiving advice or suggestion like that sounds great, thanks for listening me. That sounds like a great idea, I really appreciate your help. That's a good plan, that's not a bad idea, and then yes, I think that would work really well. Expression in reverse advice or suggestion like that's a good idea, but I am not sure it would work. Sorry, but I'm not really sure about that. And I would love to, but... And then, sorry, but no, I'd rather not. Useful tip, sympathetic intonation. It is important to use sympathetic intonation to show your feelings. For example, when you are listening to someone with a problem, you have to speak gently and speak in a low tone, such as, oh dear, that's not fair. Okay, calm down. Everything will be right and don't worry. The example conversation of listening to problem. Rob, what's up? Are you okay? Belita, no, not really. It's my job. I'm not enjoying it and I didn't get the promotion. Rob, oh dear, why don't you talk to your boss and ask for his advice? Belita, I tried. He's not very helpful. He said he was busy and didn't have time to talk. Rob, well, you need to try again. You should tell him it's important. Belita, I don't see the point. He gave the promotion to Sam, my colleague. Rob, oh, if I were you, I would look for another job. Why don't we look online at vacancies and get some idea? Belita, yeah, that sounds great. Thanks for listening to me.
And the second topic is making a complaint. When you have a bad experience on something, you will be angry, dissatisfied, disappointed, or others, and then you want to make a complaint. So complaint is a statement that a situation is unsatisfactory or unacceptable. In making a complaint, you can use several expressions such as I'm sorry to say this, but I hate to tell you, but I'm angry about, or I have a complaint to make, or there seems to be a problem with, and so on. And in responding a complaint, you can accept or you can reject. In accepting a complaint, you can use I'm so sorry, but this will never happen again, or I'm sorry, we promise never make the same mistake again, and so on. And in rejecting a complaint, you can use sorry, there is nothing we can do about it, or I'm afraid that there isn't much we can do about it, and so on. And then there are 3 tips in making a complaint. First is polite and strong complaint. Use the verbs like seem and appear to make the complaint more polite, such as there seems to be a problem with the screen. It means that I'm not sure what the problem is, and you can use specific phrases to make the complaint very strong, such as that's not good enough. It means that the situation is not what I want. And the second tip is using I'm afraid. I'm afraid means I'm sorry to tell you that. Use it to make an apology, can be put at the beginning or at the end of the sentence, such as I'm afraid we're busy today. or we cannot repair it. I'm afraid. And the last useful tip is sentence stress and using the schwa sound. Practice sentence and using the schwa sound when you speak because it helps you to sound like a native speakers, and some common unstressed words are the, and to. And here is the example conversation of making a complaint. And let me read out it for you guys. Hello, I bought this cell phone last month, but there seems to be a problem with the screen. Look, it doesn't work. Oh dear, you're right. I'm very sorry about that. Can I offer you a full refund or an exchange? I like an exchange, please. No problem. Do you have the receipt? No, I don't. I lose it. I'm afraid I can help you without the receipt. Well, that's not good enough. The phone was very expensive and now I can't use it. I understand that, but we do need the receipt. I'm afraid. Perhaps you can get it repaired. There's a repair shop at the end of the street. And the last topic is making an apology. Apology is an act of saying that you are sorry for something wrong you have done. And in express your apology, you can say, I'm sorry to disturb you, or I wanted to apologize for it is introduced on apology, and I'm terribly sorry, or can I make up for it? Or can I make it up to you something? It is offered to do something as part of the apology, or I didn't want to upset you. It is means that you explain the apology and so on, and then you can accept an apology by saying, don't worry, it's okay, apology accepted, and etc. And there is a useful tip in making an apology. It is saying constructions clearly. It is important to use accurate pronunciation when you are using construction in a sentence. Then the person who is listening to you will clearly understand what you are saying, such as, I'm sorry to disturb you, or I didn't want to upset you, or I didn't mean it. And here is the example conversation of making an apology. And let me reload it for you guys. I'm sorry to disturb you, Chris. Do you have a minute? What's the problem? I wanted to apologize for getting the figures wrong in the morning's presentation. I was very embarrassed about the mess up. I'm terribly sorry. Okay, thanks, Pat. I appreciate that. Don't worry. We all make mistakes. We're all human. Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you, Chris. And here is the link of the quiz that we have made for you guys. So please do the exercise, and the tutorial of how to answer the quiz in Kahoot will be explained by Najwa.
Di sini saya akan menjelaskan mengenai bagaimana cara mengerjakan kuis di Kahoot. Untuk langkah pertama, kalian buka atau kalian klik link yang sudah kami share sebelumnya. Ya, klik buka. Kemudian kita tunggu. Lalu kita tinggal klik ketikkan nama kita. Misal lalu kita klik go. Kemudian kita tunggu dan akan muncul soalnya. Untuk soal pertama, why the customer making complaint? Kemudian kita dengarkan atau kita lihat dulu conversation-nya.
This is the front desk. How can I help you?
This is Janet Lee from room 112.
Hello, Ms. Lee. How can I help you?
I paid for a room with an attached office, but this hotel room has no office.
I'm sorry about that. I will change your room right away.
Great. I'm on a business trip, so an office is important to me.
Setelah kita lihat videonya, lalu kita jawab sesuai jawaban yang benar. Kemudian kita klik next. Nah, seperti itu ya. Jadi untuk lanjut ke soal nomor 2 dan seterusnya, kalian tinggal klik next sampai soal terakhir. Seperti itu.
So that's all for our group. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.